Uttar Pradesh has been the biggest disruptor in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, reviving hopes of a resurgence for INDI and giving a rude shock to the NDA. Understandably, as the post-mortem is underway, the state remains firmly in the spotlight. And even as we speak, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are both in Rai Bareli, which Rahul Gandhi won, despite several claims before the elections that the Congress would be unable to win even a single seat in Uttar Pradesh. They actually bettered their tally by a huge margin over 2019 after significant gains, going from 1 seat in 2019 to 8 this time around, as well as winning both Amethi and Rai Bareli. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi today addressed an Abhar Sabha, a Thanksgiving meeting in Rai Bareli, and the renewed confidence is quite apparent.
सिर्फ अयोध्या में नहीं, वाराणसी में जान बचा के निकले हैं प्रधानमंत्री। और मैं आपको कहता हूं और बहन से कह रहा हूं, अगर ये लड़ जाती वाराणसी में, अगर ये लड़ गई होती तो आज हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री 2-3 लाख वोटों से वाराणसी का चुनाव हार जाते।
मैंने कहा था कि लगभग 300 घंटे हैं, 2-2, 3-3 घंटे निकाल लीजिए सोने के लिए, बाकी सब काम करेंगे। और आपने ये करके दिखाया है। सबसे बड़ा धन्यवाद रायबरेली की जनता को, मेरे परिवार के सदस्यों को, जिन्होंने मेरे बड़े भाई को वोट देकर इतनी भारी बहुमत से जिताया। जितनी श्रद्धा, जितनी निष्ठा आपने हमें दिखाई है, उससे दुगनी श्रद्धा, उससे दुगनी निष्ठा के साथ हम सब आपके लिए काम करेंगे अगले 5 सालों के लिए और हमेशा के लिए।
The INDIA has secured 43 of the 80 Lok Sabha seats. Between them, the Congress won 6 seats and the Samajwadi Party won 37. Eyeing scope for resurgence, the Congress has also decided to take out a Thanksgiving Yatra across all 403 assembly seats in the state, which begins today and will continue until the 14th. UP prospects also loom large on another decision that Rahul Gandhi needs to take. Which one will he choose, Wayanad or Rai Bareli? Times now has learned that the UP cadre wants the Gandhi scion to stay on in Rai Bareli, as it could help with the party's revival in a politically significant state. Remember, so far it had been mocked, saying that the Congress's footprint is over in the country's largest state, which sends the maximum number of MPs to the Lok Sabha. But this time around, by getting 7 seats as compared to 1 earlier, the Congress clearly making a statement that we are back. The BJP has also suffered a setback. So on the one hand, you've got INDIA increasing its footprint, the BJP suffering a setback, reduced to 33 seats in the Lok Sabha. The new Council of Ministers, though, is seen as an attempt at balancing caste equations that have gone awry for the party in the state, with a sizable chunk of OBC and Dalit votes shifting to the Samajwadi Party and the Congress alliance. We will talk about that in detail, but let me take this straight across to the guest joining us now. Is this going to be a resurgence of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh? And massive statements made. Shine INC is joining us, spokesperson of the BJP, JVC Sriram, political strategist and commentator Shyam Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress. Today Rahul Gandhi is saying he's in Rai Bareli. They are carrying out a Dhanyavad Yatra across Uttar Pradesh. First, Shine INC, is this a sign of the Congress and INDIA's revival in Uttar Pradesh? They've thrown down the gauntlet for you.
Padmaja, you've covered active politics for a long time. Tell me, one stray win, do you believe that that actually determines the road ahead? Or is it perseverance, hard work and working for your core voter on ground? Now look at the track record of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He fought Amethi elections, switched constituencies to Wayanad after losing, didn't go back to Amethi even once in 5 years. Now, what does that tell you about the mindset of the person? You choose to leave a constituency that has given you love, respect, or would you continue to work there for the people? You chose not to go there even once in the 5 years and then went to Wayanad. Agreed. You fought elections from Wayanad. From Wayanad, you run to Raebareli.
And chances are that he could retain Raebareli. Hold on a second. He could retain Raebareli. And they have won 7 seats this time around. 37 for the Samajwadi Party.
Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Good luck to him, Padmaja, and I would wish him and the Congress party well, but please be consistent. If you're going to be this bhagoda that goes from Amethi to Wayanad, Wayanad to Raebareli, Raebareli to deciding whether you want to be in Wayanad or not, what does that say? This 21st century is politics of performance.
But listen to what he's saying. What he's saying. So I have to say this, China NC, you mocked Rahul Gandhi. You mock Rahul Gandhi as somebody who lost Amethi.
That logic,
but listen to what he's saying right now, and I'll play it out for you as well. He is saying, सिर्फ अयोध्या ही नहीं, वाराणसी से जान बचा के निकले हैं मोदी जी. अगर प्रियंका गांधी वाराणसी से चुनाव लड़ जाती तो मोदी जी 2-3 लाख वोट से हार जाते.
सिर्फ अयोध्या में नहीं, वाराणसी में जान बचा के निकले हैं प्रधानमंत्री. और मैं आपको कहता हूं और बहन से कह रहा हूं, अगर ये लड़ जाती वाराणसी में, अगर ये लड़ गई होती तो आज हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री 2-3 लाख वोटों से वाराणसी का चुनाव हार जाते.
China NC.
I mean, this is ultimate hypocrisy. You know, look at Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Did he do any work in Amethi, leave alone what his proposal of a plan is for Banaras or for Raebareli? The Prime Minister, on the other hand, has worked on ground even when he won in Baroda as well as Banaras. He chose to work for both constituencies. He didn't desert. He wasn't somebody who runs away from the actual field. So please understand, if they have a revival package in mind, if that is based only on appeasing sections of society, and we know in Uttar Pradesh, whether it's the Dalits or the Muslims, how they have been their consolidated vote bank without empowering their lives. The difference is Prime Minister Modi has worked on ground and will continue to work.
Shyam Prasad Meka, this is bluster, says China NC.
Making sure lives are empowered.
No. It's okay. Let BJP continue their mocking of Rahul Gandhi and taking delight in it. We are not bothered about it, and we are not going to respond to such barbs. The simple thing is, Congress has found a foothold in Uttar Pradesh, and Congress has come up with an agenda to go to people in the form of its Nyay Patra. And we will continue to do that. Now, as the government is formed, we will hold the government accountable day in and day out and continue our politics. We're not going to be diverted by barbs of BJP or any diversionary tactics.
Sir, to say that Raebareli will lead to nationwide revival is a pipe dream, says the BJP. Respond to that on Raebareli. Will Mr. Gandhi choose Raebareli or Wayanad?
One second. See, what is Mr. Gandhi's constituency is not going to be the basis of our revival. Our revival is based on, as Mr. Gandhi himself told, is based on whether we realize who we are. As congressmen, if we realize our ideology and stick to our ideology and fight for the people, Congress is going to revive. That's as simple as
JVC
that.
Sriram,
as far as Mr. Gandhi is concerned,
both parties are pushing for UP right now, and understandably for the BJP to have their seats halved, coming down to 33, even the cabinet formation had a clear stamp of that. How? Let's take a look at the faces who have come from Uttar Pradesh, despite the fact that their number of MPs from UP has gone down, the percentage representation in the cabinet actually went up. So you've got one cabinet and 8 MOSs from Uttar Pradesh, and the caste calculation has been kept in mind. You've got a Rajnath Singh who's a Thakur, you've got a Pankaj Chaudhary Kurmi, Anupriya Patel Kurmi, Jitin Prasad Brahmin, Jayant Chaudhary Jat, BL Verma, Kirtivardhan Singh Rajput, SP Singh Baghel, Dalit, Kamlesh Paswan Dalit. All of this has been done. Who is right now with their nose ahead? Rahul Gandhi is saying that UP is going to send the message to the rest of the country. JVC Sriram.
Good evening, Badbaja. This result clearly shows that there has been a revival of both the Samajwadi Party and Congress as far as UP is concerned. But I would just consider it as a flash in the pan, because we know what constructed this victory. What was the basis of construction was basically the katakat or katakatak, whatever you say, this 8,500 rupees, 1 lakh per month, and the video showing the doctored video of Home Minister saying that reservations will be banned for SC, ST and OBC community. These things have really favored. But if you look at it, I have been right from the beginning since 2022, I've been saying that Samajwadi Party on its own would not be able to cross 32% of vote share in Uttar Pradesh. It continues to be. What we have seen is an effect of these combined with anti-incumbency and some kind of probably a ticket distribution issue, particularly in few of the constituencies in Uttar Pradesh. The BJP has suffered a temporary setback. But knowing BJP, the way they will bounce back, I am 100% sanguine that BJP would stage a great comeback. Because let's look at it. Sometimes BJP also...
Rahul Gandhi is saying there is going to be an even further pushback from UP to the rest of the country. I'm out of time. Thanks, gentlemen, China NC, for joining me. But I want to leave by playing out what Rahul Gandhi said about this.
और अगर देश को नया विजन देना है तो भाइयों और बहनों उत्तर प्रदेश से ही देना होगा। और उत्तर प्रदेश ने मैसेज दिया है कि इंडिया गठबंधन, समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस पार्टी को हम चाहते हैं, देश में चाहते हैं और उत्तर प्रदेश में भी हम चाहते हैं।